Government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.
Warning: the following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Welcome back. Another edition of the Buzzed Podcast. Your boy Cujo riding solo again. As you see, Jules hasn't gotten out of rehab yet. He keeps on relapsing. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. it is what it is. Alcohol and porn are a fucking terrible addiction to kick. So if you see, as you see on the screen here, we have a special guest this week. We have the tattoo hunting, but she goes by the name of Yvette. Yvette, I appreciate you making it down here.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, okay.
No pressure.
Where do we start?
Let's start with the tattoo issue. How long have you been around tattooing and actually tattooing people for?
This year will be 11 years. We're going on 11 years now.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's the longest job that I've ever held. I've gotten fired from every other job.
Damn, is that good or bad?
Well, I started off tattooing at one of the oldest shops. I got my apprenticeship in the Northeast.
Okay.
Real small, humble beginning. And he was a good mentor. And eventually I went off and did other things. My mom was really disappointed because I didn't finish school.
Yeah.
So I did go back eventually and finish my school.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been doing it for about 10 years now. And it's the one thing that ever since I've been little, that I've wanted to do.
Is it just the drawing or the tattooing that you wanted to do?
Well, if I'm being honest, painting is like my main thing, and tattooing's like my side piece.
It's your side gig.
If that makes sense, yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to painting, or actually I should say tattooing, I know everybody has like a specialty generally that they do.
Yeah.
Either it's a certain type or portraits or a certain look that they do. What would you say your specialty is?
So when I first started at that shop I was telling you about, my mentor always taught me that it's good for you to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Don't turn anything away. If you don't know how to do it, study it until you're comfortable with it. There's been a lot of tattoos that I've messed up in that process because of that.
Right.
But it generally gave me a good scope of what to expect on a street shop and kind of let me learn myself what I enjoy doing.
Okay.
I love to do flowers and girly shit like butterflies and very nice portraits of women's faces. Nobody in particular, just kind of just portraits of pretty women. I love tattoos that mean stuff for people. I guess I would say my least favorite is like tribal.
Okay.
Which is funny because my husband has
I was about to say
a lot of fucking tribal.
He's got that one big back piece, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I just saw in his video that he was talking shit.
Yeah. Usually that type of tattoo kind of gives me a prejudgment of how the person is.
Okay.
A lot of military get it. But it's funny because, a lot of the people that you would think like they'll come in and want like, can you do me a full sleeve, all tribal or Celtic or whatever?
Right.
They're the first ones to tap out in
Really?
a session. Yeah, women tend to, which is mostly my clientele. They're the ones getting the flowers, the butterflies, the names of their kids, or stuff that I really, really like doing. They can go all day.
Okay, so women last in everything.
They
then.
do. Yeah. They're tougher, a lot more strong.
We're just, I guess, they are. So going back to originally what you were saying, when you're, learning through, the different types of tats that you're doing, some you messed up on. When you fuck up on a tattoo, How do you fix something like that? Like what's the remedy for that?
Oh God. I remember the last tattoo I messed up on. It was a couple years ago. Her son's name was Enrique,
Okay.
and I think I forgot the N.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah,
it looked like it was just Eric spelled in a different way.
Oh, your name you special, baby.
Yeah.
Enrique.
Thankfully, I was able to work the N in there
Yeah.
smoothly, but in other cases, like thank God I've never messed up that bad.
Okay.
But you're fucked. Like, I don't know how else to
there's-
put it. You're fucked.
There's no.
You
So I mean,
gotta-
I know there's no erasing, but
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to. Would you be able to shade over it, or would you be able to? I mean, at that point, do you just change the tattoo
Sometimes
completely?
yes. In some cases, you'd have to go over it completely. I had a friend one time. She asked for a quote across her chest, and for women, a quote across your chest is a little bit more. It should be more intentional than a man because you guys can cover it up a little bit more easy.
Right.
But for her, the quote, I think I gave her a price, maybe $200 to $300, somewhere around there, and she said that was too much, and she could get it for $80. She went and got it for $80 with somebody, and they did less than subpar job on it. So she came back wanting to cover up completely,
Oh,
with
shit.
like a raven and a clock and a heart and everything. And I told her, okay, well that's easily $700 to $800 now. So it's a difficult thing when people, mess up. Not just the tattoo artist, but people that are getting the
So
tattoos.
say if you're an artist, right, and you're, cause I mean, you see all these things that come up on Instagram and TikTok. That I mean, I can't. I want to believe they're not real, but something tells me they probably are. Where they have like a picture of Spider-Man and it's like a completely fucked up picture. Like at that point, do you even bother charging? You're like, dude, I just fucked this shit up.
Oh, I don't know if those are. I think they're real.
I
think they're
mean,
real. I
I'm
think there's somebody
assuming.
practicing.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, like, you've got to see what's. I mean, you can tell right while you're tattooing it if it's
you're
not
doing
coming
the
out.
job.
Yeah, like if it's kind of coming out kind of wanky or wank, and you're like, dude, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Some people think I'm very anal about the way that I run, like my tattoo process. I have to know everything.
Okay.
Like if you're getting I don't know, like your child's birth flower. Tell me the day. Tell me everything you want included. Tell me the colors you want. Tell me where you want it. Tell me how big. Maybe I have a undiagnosed ADD, but for me, it helps me plan everything before I actually touch the skin with the needle.
Okay.
For me, it's a little bit more comforting because date's right, name is spelled right. We're not making that mistake again.
Right.
Misspell it. So some people might think like, oh, well, I think it's cool when you can freehand.
No,
Not for
that's
me. Like
scary.
I would rather
Yeah.
me know exactly what you're wanting.
So, do you prefer somebody when they come in, like say, like earlier right now before we got on, and I was talking about the idea of what I want to do? Do you prefer for somebody to be like, look, this is my vision. What can you come up with, or do you prefer somebody that usually comes in and has like a picture or something like, this is what I want?
I don't necessarily like it when people tell me like do exactly this because you're kind of taking the art out of it unless it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I'll try and pull as much information, like the idea that you gave me, for example.
Yeah.
It's a cool concept. It's unique. It's something that I've never done before. Something that is personal to you.
Right.
That's always fun because it's a collaboration between us. I can already kind of see it in my head how it would look.
Yeah.
But I will ask as many questions as possible to try and get it because I have had this happen to me before where somebody will get a tattoo design and they're like, okay, you have free range. Go ahead and do whatever you want. And I'll draw the way that, I saw it or I envisioned it. And then they'll tell me, no, can you change this? And can you change that? And I don't like the way you did this. So I end up doing exactly what they wanted to begin with. A lot of it is psychology, me kind of reading the person, like, are you picky? Like, I look at your other tattoos, too. You look like a lot of Friday the 13th tattoos. So probably, very impulsive and undecisive or, non-committed. So it's easier with a client like that.
Okay.
But if, they're real picky about stuff, I try and pull as much information to try and not waste my time, because
Right.
if they don't like the design, then I have to redo it all over again.
Yeah. How long does it take to draw up a design generally? Does it take a good while?
For me, thank God for iPads now, because my iPad eliminates a lot of the process. Before, like the way that I got tattoo apprenticed, it was with a lot of, what are they, like see-through papers.
The
Like
stencils?
just copying and,
Okay.
drawing over and over and over again. That process takes a long time.
Yeah.
That could take like all day for me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just because of your eye for detail, or is it just because you have so many ideas and you're like, no, I don't want to do that. Let me start all over again. Or like, why would that? Why was that?
I know for me in the beginning, I stopped doing that too. I would like to give my clients options. Like I would draw maybe 2 designs depending on how detailed it was. Show them at least 2 designs that they could pick from. That kind of alleviates a little of their anxiety, because they
Okay.
can see both together.
Yeah.
But now I kind of just do it on the iPad, and it's easier.
Yeah.
I gotta save all my, what are they, layers? Because it's like how you were telling me that you didn't record your
Right.
thing. Sometimes I'm on a layer, and it won't.
It won't
I
go.
was drawing on a layer I wasn't supposed to, so the whole artwork's just shit.
Damn. That's gotta suck.
Yeah.
Well, good thing it happened on the iPad and not while
Yeah.
while you're doing work on it. So when you started, because I know I've seen this on what was that show that used to be on? Was it TLC with the Miami Ink? I think it was called Miami Ink. I know when they started, the little Chinese dude was an apprentice to one of the guys there, and he was, you do all the shit work, and you're picking up trash, you're fucking sweeping up everything. But when he finally got to tatting, I think his first thing he was allowed to tat on was like a pigskin.
Yeah.
Is that how it is all across? Is that just like a TV thing, or?
For me, it wasn't like that. I do know people that have done that, though. I do know people that hold their apprenticeships with that process. Like they tattoo pigskin or oranges, stuff like that. Now there's fake skin that you can buy on Amazon.
Really?
Pretty easily, yeah.
Ew.
It's not human skin. It's like silicone material.
Ew. It still
It's
sounds.
still nasty when you hold it, yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's...
I learned the way that he taught me, and you're right, you do have to go through that process where you're kind of like the shop bitch. Thankfully, he never put me through that, my mentor.
Yeah.
And I think it was more because I'm just the type of person to clean up and pick up naturally. I didn't expect, to be catered to or anything.
Right.
But he taught me for about 3 months. I was just stenciling, like, what are they called? Coloring books, tracing over, trying to perfect lines, angles. He would have me do weird practices with my hand just to, like, loosen up the wrist and, get your range of motion. Whenever he felt that I was ready to tattoo, that's when I had, I think it was 10 free small ones, just black.
Okay.
And like I was telling you, the first one that I did was a Wu-Tang symbol. I didn't know what Wu-Tang was.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I remember when we finished with it, I looked up their music, saw the Killer Bees and all that, and the mentor that I had, he was proud of me. It was a nice moment for me because it started off my tattoo career. We had beers there at the shop.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to, but it was like a little celebratory thing. So
Nice.
yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the woo unless you don't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
I'm so sorry.
I mean, you're old enough to know who they are. No, I can't. I was going to try to be like, oh, you're young. No, you
I'm
should.
old enough.
You should know better.
I know them now.
So, what kind of music are you into then? Oh. What is your music? Because I could see it going one of many ways. I could see one of many ways just by, like you said about reading people. I kind of do the same thing with music.
Yeah.
So, like, what kind of music are you into?
I have 3 bands that I'm obsessed with.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with them. Mm-hmm. The first 2 are not in a particular order, but I love a band called Incubus.
Oh shit! Okay.
Do you know who they are? Okay. They're like my more mellow side, hippie. I like them a lot. Mm-hmm. And then I like another band called Tool.
Oh shit! Okay.
They're very methodical with their lyrics and deep in their messages. But my top one, I'm obsessed with them.
Okay.
Totally obsessed. I have them tattooed in places I can't show right now, but I love them. They're called Deftones.
Wow.
Do you know who they are?
Minerva? Minerva's one of the yeah.
I debated naming my daughter that.
Really?
I did.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm that obsessed with them.
You know-
I love Deftones.
You know what's sad? So, shout out to my boy Potato Head. He's a huge Deftones fan,
Yeah.
and he said that he was trying to show his girls the other day. His daughters are, I think his youngest one, he said, is like 12 or 10, something like that. And he's like, "Oh, Dad, you listen to that classic rock?" And I was like, "Yo, that hit hard. That hurt my heart. I'm not gonna lie."
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah.
They're still very relevant. They got a new album out, and
Yeah, I think they're on tour right now. Actually, I think they just started
they're
a tour.
overseas.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because because I remember that because they came up with the whole Puddle of Mud, POD, all that era, all those Nickelback. When people liked them for that
Yeah.
fucking 2 weeks.
my daughter, not this one. This, he didn't let me name her. But,
Okay,
My oldest daughter, her middle name is Chevelle. after
nice. The
90s
band? Wow. Were they the one? No, they weren't the ones here from El Paso. No, that was Midnight at the Drive-In or
Oh,
something Drive-In.
oh my God. Yes, them too. But there's also another one. Shit, I forgot.
I always thought it was. I don't know why I kept on thinking it was always Chevelle because they sing the Red, right?
Yeah, that's Chevelle.
I don't know why I always thought it was them. Oh, anywho, so when you get people coming in, like you said, when if you're to see somebody like me, like right now, I'm covered up, right? Like what would you automatically think I would come in looking for?
Probably tribal.
Tribal. She just gonna call me a bitch, just like that. She gonna call me a bitch.
No,
Damn.
I mean it could go either way.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
Tribal or?
the music.
Yeah.
The music aspect.
Okay.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Right off the bat, you're tribal.
I could
Damn.
totally see that.
Oh shit.
I'm the same way. I ask all my clients, like,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of music are you into? Because it kind of gives me a little bit of insight
Yeah.
to how they are, what they like, and
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, with my shit, my shit is so varied with the music. So, I mean, as you see, it's not shown anymore here, but I have a big ass Wu-Tang. I got my Wu-Tang thing. I got Biggie. I got Freddie Mercury behind you over there. I got Samuel Jackson. I mean, I got all kinds of shit here. I got in my room. I got a big ass poster of Frank Sinatra. So
okay.
I'm girl,
You're
I'm
all over the
everywhere.
place.
Yeah, I'm a connoisseur. I love good music, regardless
Yeah.
of what it is. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, and I think now that I'm older, I'm more into that. Like now, I can't listen to hip hop, the new hip hop shit.
Oh,
I
no,
can't
not the new
stand this
stuff.
shit. But now I find myself listening to a lot more 80s and 90s R&B,
Okay.
like crazy. Like I'm into all that shit. It was just weird now because I was like, that's the only time you put that on is when it's time to get down.
Yeah.
Now it's like it just soothes me. Like
Calming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Put on some Luther Vandross and just relax while I'm driving. It's like damn, because like you don't hear music anymore about people talking about like love and people talking about
I was just talking to Kent about that.
you don't hear people talking about like my girl this, my guy that. And now it's like I got 8 bitches and
Yeah, it's horrible.
I was like, dude, what
That's
the hell are we
horrible.
teaching? And then, because I know, like, I have my daughter, my granddaughter. I'm like, dude, I don't want nobody referring to you as their bitch. No. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, what are we doing with these guys? Like, we've got to be better.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it starts at home and shit. But
No, yeah, you're right. All the music right now, it's my husband calls it there's no more simps. But I mean, that music back in the day was different. In everything from rap to rock to just everything. It's different.
yeah,
Very,
well, I mean, like, I can't even think of any new rock songs that I've heard
Neither
since
can I.
past. The past 20 years.
No.
I can't.
I can't.
And I was thinking about it because I was talking to my homies about it, and I was like, dude, because I know the Q's playing like the newest rock. It's all shit from
It
30
all
years ago.
sucks. Yeah.
There's nothing new, and like I don't know where do we go from that. Like, is rock dead? Even though all the big bands are making like their comebacks and they're still on tour,
Yeah.
but is like rock dead?
Yeah, I think it's weird because I'm at that age right now where I know I'm not old, but I'm not young either. And
Yeah.
like I when I was little, I was obsessed with this band called Three Doors Down, and that guy, I think his name's Brad Arnold. He just passed away. So I'm like, what is going on? It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird now.
I felt like that when Chester
Bennington
when he took
and
himself and
Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I saw Chester when he came when Linkin Park came to El Paso in was it 01? I think it was an Advanced Warped Tour or some shit like that. I remember it was Mudvayne exhibit. Linkin Park was the headliner, and there's one more band I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. But I remember when I heard Linkin Park, I was like, dude, this motherfucker is
sick.
unbelievable.
He's got a great vocal.
He sounded better live than he did on CD, which is something you never hear
I bet.
about anymore. And I was like, oh my god, this dude is fucking. Even the guy from Mudvayne,
I love Mudvayne.
when he sings,
Yeah, he can
that son of a bitch
shout.
could sing.
Yeah.
Not just that that shit is whatever. But when he's got a voice on him, I was like, wow. I was really taken back. I was like, dude, I can't believe this shit.
Yeah.
This shit was bugging me out.
I grew up on all those.
Damn. So is that how you got into? Is that what led you to like? Because I know usually one thing leads to another thing leads to another thing. Is that what got you into art? Was like the expression the same thing like a musician has?
I think so. Yeah. When I was, like I said, when I was in high school, I grew up in the Lower Valley. So when
That's enough said. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, I'll take it. I'll take it. Where did you go to high school? Are you from here?
Yeah, I grew up in the valley, but then I moved over here when I was like 11, and I went to I finished at Mount Wood.
Oh God, that's the worst one.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
They were. But I was the broke kid at Mount Wood because I had no money and everybody was in their Tommies and I was in my fucking 501s, fucking just broke as fuck. I think I might have the same fucking clothes I had from back then.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you're saying I'm sorry.
No, you're
you
okay.
got into art because
Yeah. I would always draw at. I don't know, the culture down there is a lot. There's a lot of art like in the valley. I went to Capistrano, Isla Middle, and then Isla High School.
Okay.
That's a lot of art down there. A lot of like back in the day, just like the way the cholos used to dress by the car, drinking outside on a Friday night and all that. That's the kind of culture I grew up in. My uncle was also like I guess what you would call a scratcher. He tattooed at home. Mm-hmm. And I loved it. I knew I came from it, and it was something that I promised myself I was going to do one way or another.
Yeah.
I had a big setback because I didn't end up tattooing until I was about 25. If it was up to me, I probably would have done it a lot younger. But when I was in my youth, like 14, I got sucked into, I think it was a cult. It was a
What?
church. Yeah.
Okay.
Other
hold
people
on.
that
Let's get the lights. Let's get the lights here. Hold on. Make sure you get this mic close to you because let's talk about this cult.
Okay.
This is gonna be fucking good. Talk to me about this cult.
I don't want to say what church it was because I think
They'll take you back.
Yeah.
They'll come back and grab you.
Kill me.
Oh shit, they're Mormons.
No.
Oh, okay.
But went to this church, got sucked into this church, and they were very strict on what we could and couldn't listen to. If the music wasn't talking about God, then you shouldn't be listening to it. You had to court. There was no dating. Mm-hmm. There was like a rank, a leadership ladder that you wanted to climb in order to get to certain positions, and
This shit sounds like
it's
what's that Tom Cruise shit?
One time, I watched a documentary on Scientology with
Yes.
that girl Leah Remini,
Yeah.
and it was
The
kind
same?
of like that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was kind of like that. There was a lot of similarities.
How did you get involved with that church or that
I think
cult?
they just kind of scared me into it more.
What?
Kind of like God's coming, Jesus is coming. You need to repent, and everything that was going bad in my life at that time, which really wasn't that bad, they would kind of attribute it to well,
that.
it's because you're not following God. It's because you're not doing what you're supposed to.
Because the rapture's coming.
Yeah. So I would get sucked back into it. And really, that's where all my friends were at that church. Mm-hmm.
And was it just you, or did they get your family too? You're like,
They tried. My mom wasn't having it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my dad's a Catholic. So.
Okay. So how, and they let you go through that?
They tried to pull me out many times.
Yeah.
Many times. They've even told me, even today, they'll tell me that it was like something they didn't want for me to get sucked into.
Right.
They blame it for certain situations because the way that the church handled it wasn't, I guess, the right way. They were real radical.
Really?
Really, really radical. Yeah. Yeah. It was
Was it that church? The church was located in the Lower Valley, or was it there's? Cause there was one.
It's in the Lower Valley.
Okay, because there was one that used to be on. I don't think it's there anymore. It used to be on Georgia Dieter and in between. I want to say Edgemere and and Montwood. They said it was supposedly a satanic church that was there. And people, because I would never see anybody at that church,
Yeah.
except rarely, like on some Wednesdays late at night, like at 10 or at 11, the fucking church inside is lit up like fucking crazy. Other than that,
Oh, wow.
it was always dark. I never saw anybody there. And then, so like the, what's the name of this? The stained glass that was the mosaic, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
When it was lit up, there was like a lamb. Or like a lamb or a sheep with horns on it. So then,
Oh, wow.
so they're like, oh yeah, that's a satanic church. And I was like, what the fuck? So I don't know if I'm not I don't know if I'm the only one that heard it or knew about it, or maybe it's just in my fucking imagination. But like, yeah, anytime you go during the day, when normal service was going on, it was parking lot's empty. Randomly on nights at fucking like 10, 11 at night, fucking
Yeah.
shit's lit up like a candle. It was wild.
Wow.
So I always heard stuff, but I mean, of course, there's always those rumors or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, what was some of the crazy other shit that would go on in this church that you saw? Like, when did you notice, like, maybe this isn't for me, maybe this is a cult?
Well, one of the things that really turned me off is that they put me in charge of the art ministry, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
And I was a teenager. Like, I was struggling to go to school and, just make good grades, and I was figuring out my own life, and
Yeah.
I would paint their children's ministry for free. So
Okay.
it took a lot of time out of my schedule. I was there like all day,
Yeah.
And then one time I remember there was a meeting where the pastor, she basically yelled at me, telling me that, why isn't it done? And it was in front of everybody. And she's like, well, I'm going to end up hiring somebody to finish it.
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm already doing it for free. Like, why don't you pay me?
Right.
But besides that, it was just a lot of like manipulation. Like if your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, if they didn't agree with you going there, then they would encourage for you to cut them off.
Really?
Yeah. At the beginning of every year, we would fast just liquids for all of January. And I'm talking for breakfast, lunch, dinner, like
Wow.
just liquids. And I later learned that when you fast, it's not bad to fast. It's okay. But when you're fasting, basically because somebody else is telling you to, and it's not with the right intentions, your sense of right and wrong is compromised.
Really?
You listen more to what you're being told.
Okay.
Because you're hungry. You're not okay. You're not all there. Basically, if they were to catch you, eating or slipping on that fast, you would lose rank. They had classes that we had to travel outside of El Paso. I'm talking about like to Florida and
What?
different places. If you couldn't go, it's shame on you. Like you need to sell your car if you want to go.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. You couldn't whoever you courted had to be approved by the pastors. I remember I courted one person there the whole time I was there. He had to ask the pastor if he could
If we could hook
court
up
me.
or
Yeah.
What?
Had to be chaperoned, had to be, very closely looked after by other people so that you weren't out there doing the dirty.
yeah, doing the devil's work. So did you guys have like special undergarments and shit like that? Like
No.
Because I know there's
No.
some. Actually, I think it's the Mormons that wear the white undergarment that they have
Yeah.
to wear 24/7 or whatever.
Yeah.
For their purity, and I know there's all kinds of other crazy stuff out there from different people. I mean, we're all crazy when it comes to religion and shit like that, which none of it makes sense. But
It doesn't. It really
wow, so that's and so were you able to pull yourself out of that cult, or was it the family
and
that
it
got you
was-
out? Or
So they did tell me that, and it was like I said, tattooing was one of my dreams from early on, and they said that when you get a tattoo from somebody, it's a soul tie. It's basically like your souls are tied together forever, and
Okay.
it's pretty much the same as having sex. That's what they
Oh fuck! I feel like a whore.
analogized it. I know.
I feel like a whore
Me
now.
too.
I'm
But
such a whore.
it was weird because after I decided, well, I went through a breakup, a
Mm-hmm.
very humiliating public breakup with a guy that I was courting there.
Okay.
When that happened, I was like, fuck this. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. And I got my first tattoo, and I was trying to see, how I could get into that world. And there was a place hiring. Lo and behold, they wanted somebody with no experience, no tattooing prior to. So
Right.
I was like, okay, well, let me apply and see what happens. And sure enough, I got the
Damn.
spot. Yeah,
That's fucking wild.
it was weird. Yeah.
Do you ever have flashbacks of the cult? Like or dreams or
Honestly, no dreams.
No?
There's more of us from what I can see that left.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's literally been pages warning people to not go
Really?
to this place. Yeah.
So does this place still exists?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I got to get him on the pod.
Yeah. We should. We
To see
should.
how
We'd all
many
have
people-
the same stories.
Yeah. Dude, because I've been trying to get like a priest on here, but I'm too young. I'm too old for them. Yeah, I'm too old for them. So they're like, no, you're good. Because like, I don't know, because I think it's fun. Because we had one guest. Well, when we had our old podcast, which called "The Word Is on Fire," which the table is actually the logo of it under the sheet. That's why I had to cover it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you could feel that it's
Yeah.
sketch engraved and whatnot. And he was talking to us about the Mormon Church because he's devoted Mormon and talking about the good, the bad, and all that. And of course, me being the asshole that I am, I had to look up everything negative about it so I could hit him with it. And he's like, no, well, yes and no, and like he broke it down. And I was like, all right, it's cool, not for me, but it's kind of fucking it's fucking interesting. Damn,
It is.
you guys should, what you should do instead of opening a new business, which we're gonna get into right now.
Yeah.
You should open up a tattoo cult. I think you'd have a lot of people doing all kinds of crazy shit at this new spot. I think it would be interesting, the amount of people, but just don't I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you can. I'm sure if we put the information into Chat GPT, we could get some good shit.
Yeah.
And I think it would be fucking. I think you'd make a killing.
I think you're onto something.
You know what I mean? You'll have a jet like in 3 weeks. I think. Like I think you're fucking. You'll be made, man. You'll be made in the shade, baby. All right. So the reason we're here, the name of the shop, Honey, and I can never say the last part.
Honey and myrrh. It's an odd word, but I chose it with intention.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of myrrh?
Myrrh is the most relatable story. Probably would be, and please don't think I'm like this Bible thumper. I'm not. I'm really not.
Survived the cult. God damn it.
I did. I am like the least perfect person. I cuss. I'm not perfect at all. But my foundation is in Jesus.
Okay.
So that's it. But myrrh is you know how when Jesus was born, there was kingsmen that took him gifts, frankincense. Myrrh was one of them.
Okay.
Myrrh is basically like it's a resin that drips off trees when the bark is cut.
Okay.
And it's used for healing and restoration. So that one is kind of like there might be wounds, but there's something, promising. There's going to be healing. The honey side of it is more of like a comfort. It's sweet. It's gold. It's liquid gold. Like it's,
Yeah.
So honey and myrrh felt good. A good combination of words for me to kind of name
Interesting.
my thing. Yeah.
That's beautiful. So the tattoo Honey, how did that name come about?
Kind of like it's got the same concept. Honey is, the liquid gold.
Yeah.
What really hooked me one time, and it was as weird as it was in that church. There was a preacher that said one time that sometimes you can fight your enemies with swords and, weapons, knives, guns, whatever you choose. But sometimes your best weapon that diminishes the enemy is honey. Just being kind, or just not fucking caring, just letting it roll off your shoulder. And that spoke volumes to me. Ever since then, the honey is just like the bee. It's been so significant. I have it tattooed on my neck. I have it tattooed You know, I love the bee, the
Yeah.
honeybee.
Damn. Are you allergic to bees by any chance?
I don't know yet.
You know, that would suck if you were.
I hope I'm not.
That would suck if you were. Like, oh, this fucking bees. And this bitch got me dying.
That's true.
So, Honey and Myrrh, what is the concept? What is the vision for this spot?
So, if I'm being real, a lot of the tattoo shops that I've worked at, a lot of the tattoo shops that I've seen, not just here in El Paso, just in general, the tattoo industry is very loud, intimidating, prideful. You know, it can come off that way.
Okay.
Really, really, we're a bunch of softies. I think the tattoo industry is a bunch of softies. But on the outside, that's what a lot of people see. You know, you hear the loud music coming from inside. You see all this graffiti, and it's like a hard place to be. I wanted to offer, because I know for me, and a lot of my background has contributed to that. Not just because I don't want to be in a place like that. It's my background. But I wanted to create a space where people feel comfortable. Specifically, more of my clientele's women, mothers. Somewhere comfortable, you know, where they can come in and not worry about the loud noise. A lot of it just physically can be overstimulating for a lot of people too. I know for me, a lot of the tattoos that I have, they've been kind of like markers in my life, whether it's been a breakup or a failure or a success, something that I've been in my past and I want to start a new chapter with, or something that I'm going through, processing, learning how to deal with. They're kind of like markers in my life to tell a story. Just, you know, how everybody's tattoos should be. So I wanted to offer that place of healing. You know, I'm not currently practicing any counseling.
Right.
Even though that's what I've gone to school for and I'm going to school for, but I can use it with intention, use that background with intention with the tattoos. Because a lot of people, you know, what I've found, there's been mothers who have lost children. They come in to get some kind of a piece that honors that child that was stillborn, you know, something that it reminds them that that child's still loved. So it's a meaningful piece. I know as a mother, it means a lot. And I want to offer that space for healing.
Okay.
Even though I'm faith-based, it's for everybody. I don't want anybody to feel like, you know, she's a fucking Bible thumper and can't go with her because she's going to preach the Bible to me. It's not necessarily that. It's just, it's a safe space where you're welcome.
Right.
You can be real. I'm real. I'm not, you know, I'm not perfect, like I said.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of mistakes. I still do. So.
That's part of the fun.
It is.
That's part of the fun. Do you already have the spot?
Yes.
How long before the opening day?
Right now they're doing a few renovations inside. It's a little bit big, like just for me. So I am also looking for people if they fit the vibe, because it's gotta be a vibe.
If they fit the cult.
Yeah, if they fit the cult.
If they buy into the cult.
I should get the keys, I think, the last 2 weeks of April.
Okay.
So then I'm going to move in all my stuff, get it ready. And I should be opening for bookings in May 1st.
May 1st. Damn.
Yeah.
How do you feel? You know, because I know you were just on about it right now with your baby, right? Like your baby's now, what, a few months old, right?
5 months. Yeah.
5 months. How does that feel like, you know, do you feel that your tattooing is going to kind of change? Because now, you know, being a new mother and all that, you kind of see things a little bit more differently than you did. I know you said you had an older child, but now that it's, you know, as we're getting older and we have something new coming to us, we start seeing light in a different way. Do you feel that's going to affect your tattooing as far as like the visions that you have for people's work, or?
I think it makes me more patient with people. I think it's made me more like, if somebody comes to me with an idea that, you know, I might not enjoy, I always think, well, to them, it's a lot, you know, for them, it means something. This is somebody's baby, even though they're annoying the fuck out of me, this is somebody's child. So it's definitely opened my eyes to be a little bit more patient, more caring, more nurturing. I think that's what motherhood does overall. You know, it just makes you a little bit more aware, because The other 2 kids I had were years ago, over 7 years ago.
Okay.
So this one, having a baby in my later years, I think it's kind of reopened all that for me. Made me a little bit more patient.
Damn. What does it feel like being, because I mean, knowing your husband, as crazy as he is, dealing with his shit as far as for everything that's going on in his world, and then now you're, being a new mother, then now you're worried about opening a new business. Like, how do you do all that? Because that's a lot to take on.
Well, for a while with him, before we had the baby and as we were preparing, his lifestyle, which is good, it's really busy. Like, he's got events here, out of town, in town, doing promotions over here. Always, in character. He's always buying fucking clothes on Amazon, chains and shit. So it's a lot with him sometimes. But I've learned, when I was pregnant, it was kind of easier for me to, okay, how do I support him and still be his wife, his support system? I don't want to just let him go to these events. I tried to find ways to integrate myself in healthy ways where I was still, doing stuff. For example, there was a show that they had where I'm not a wrestler. I'm never going to be a wrestler. So I made cupcakes. And I sold cupcakes at his show.
Okay.
That for me was, I'm still being a part of it. We're still a team. I'm still here with you supporting, and I get to do something myself.
Right.
And so now that we had the baby, and this baby kind of rewired everything. Like, she's, we have a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, he's my stepson, but we have a 20-year-old. Like, we could be grandparents if we want to. But he chose to have this baby with me now, and so it's starting all over. Postpartum depression hit me pretty hard, this one. I had it lightly with the other 2 that I have, and now with this new baby, it's a very real thing.
Yeah.
It made me more empathetic, but it also kind of made me feel like, she's already 5 months. She's had a little bit of time in the world. I need to get myself back on track. I need to find something that is for me.
Yeah.
So the tattooing was more of like, okay, Yvette needs to find what's going to make her happy. What I always think, if you can do something and not get paid for it and still be happy, then that's probably what you should do.
Right.
And I love tattooing.
Yeah.
I do. I love doing the art. I love having a piece and being able to take a nice picture and the person that, this is so fucking cool. And you start buying cut off shirts because you want to show it off. It's, for me, that's pleasure. That's really nice to be able to mark somebody, and then be proud of it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, with the exception of, getting it laser off or covered, I mean, that's the whole reason you're going, is to show that shit off. Right. Unless for those more private parts, like you said, that you can't really go out show it in public because you get in all kinds of trouble.
Yeah.
You get all kinds of trouble, and then Instagram, and there you are on FitFam, and fucking.
Oh God, FitFam is my worst nightmare.
Is it?
I don't want ever, unless it's for something good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had friends that come out on FitFam.
Yeah.
It's bad. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Every Saturday morning, there I am seeing the who's on there, and then how many of them I know. Like, oh, they got him. Yeah. Oh, they got him again. I was like, son of a bitch. Is what we're gonna learn.
It's funny because as soon as we see an accident on I-10, it's like, check FitFam, or we see a fire, check FitFam. Yeah. Because they're gonna know about it before we.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be on there quick.
Yeah.
That's anytime I'm going home. I was like, all right, let me see if there's any accidents. Yeah. Let me see what way to go. For Google ain't gonna tell you shit. FitFam will be the way to go. Oh man, that's crazy. So with the postpartum, because I mean, for us guys, we always think that's bullshit, right? Because we don't. I mean, we're guys. We have something similar to it, but with the macho-ness in us, especially around this area in El Paso with the machismos. Yeah. We're like, nah, it's just fucking. I'm just tired or some shit.
Yeah.
Like how hard was that for you to finally to overcome that, or first of all, have you is it done, or or have you found a way to work with it, or how does that work?
I'm on medication right now for it.
Shit,
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
It's difficult because it kind of crept up on me with this baby because the whole time I was like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's a lot of our culture, just the Mexican culture
Yeah.
too. It's kind of like, no, you're fine. Like, you know, get
Drink
over
a
it.
Sprite.
Yeah. Put some Vicks.
Put some Vicks, drink a Sprite.
But like I said, I had it with my other two kids. But it was years ago.
Okay.
And now that I'm more aware, I could feel it coming on. And I felt like just days where I would wake up and I just wasn't happy. Something was off. And when you, like, I had to separate that feeling from the reality of things. Okay, why are you feeling this way? You have a roof over your head. You have a awesome husband who's supportive of you. You have healthy kids. You don't need anything. Like, you're not working right now, but you don't need anything. I kind of had to separate it. And the self-awareness was like, okay, you probably have a chemical imbalance.
Okay.
So that's basically what it was. You know, me just kind of coming to terms with, this is a chemical imbalance. And I'm a hardcore believer in Jesus, but the Bible can't fix a chemical imbalance necessarily. Like, you need to have that self-awareness to be able to, did I drink enough water today? You know, maybe I need to take a Tylenol. Maybe I need to get on medication. And I was very reluctant to get on medication. But, you know, now that it's kind of stabilized and it's taken a couple weeks, I can kind of feel like, okay, I still feel sad and I still feel anxiety, but I'm able to manage it and be like, okay, well, let's put it on the back burner and we'll focus on this today.
Yeah.
So, and really, really, I tell my husband this too. I went into the counseling field and getting the LPC that I'm getting right now, literally to save my own life, because I feel like mental health is very underrated.
Right.
It's very, very underrated. A lot of people lack self-awareness. We lack the ability to say, yes, there's something wrong with me and I need help. I'm now a very big advocate for that. There are different, it's all multifaceted. Your spiritual's connected to the physical, your physical's connected to the emotional, the mental, they're all interconnected. They're separate entities, but they're all interconnected. So sometimes what I mean by that, you have to have self-awareness. Like sometimes my husband will have a headache or something, you know, he'll think that he's super stressed over this situation or that situation. I'm like, you really just didn't drink enough fucking water today.
Right.
Like,
You're dehydrated.
You know, you're dehydrated. Yeah. So being self-aware, having that has helped me kind of figure out, okay, you know, you have postpartum depression. It's okay. It's normal. A lot of people don't like talking about it because it's almost like as women, we feel like we should be able to have the baby and be fine.
Right.
And it's degrading. That's how I feel. It's degrading to admit that you need help because you chose to have this baby, so you should be able to take care of it. Yeah. But I have needed a lot of help. Yeah. Thank God that I have a literal village, you know, to help me raise my baby. But it is a lot, and men don't really understand. I tell him all the time, you don't fucking know what it's like. Yeah. You know, you don't. And he'll tell me, well, we're good. We have enough money. Yeah, but my sense of identity is gone right now. I need to do something that creates me again. And I'm not the same that I was before. I'm a new version of myself, and I have to adjust to that. Right. And it's going to take your patience and support for me to get through that. Thank God he has self-awareness too, because if you have a partner that's not self-aware, that's super detrimental to your health, you know, because they'll pull you down with them.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people, and I mean, I could say this from myself or experience. When we have a new kid, as far as for men, right? When we're, especially, you know, if it's the first child in, like you said, 7 years, or just when it's your baby, you see them for the first time, you're like, fuck, you start focusing so much on the child as a parent that you forget about your partner. And that's where we as men fuck up. Because, like, I mean, when you put the baby down, you're like, oh, baby, you know, we're good. You do whatever, and, you know, you check on her, and you're good, all right, cool. Then you go off and do whatever the fuck you were doing before, video games or planning this or planning that. But we don't see, we're oblivious and we're blind to the 90% that we give to the child, and opposed to the 10% we give to the person that brought the child into the world. And that's where I know, for me as a guy, I will say I fucked up on that several times with all the babies I got. But as guys, yeah, we need to do better. And luckily, because like you said, we don't know what you guys got. Because as it is, like when I talk to the roommate, she's like, she tells me, like I'll ask her for something. Like I was telling you earlier about the house, how we're redecorating and all that. I was like, I was gonna order a chandelier or whatever, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I got on one of my bookmarks." So she brings up her phone. It's 187 bookmarks, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's the way my brain is. I have 185 fucking bookmarks right now."
Yeah.
And she starts doing something. She goes, she's always starting shit, leaving shit half undone because something clicks in, and she's like, "Oh, I forgot about this." Fucking, I'm following around, fucking picking up little, doing this, finishing that. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Relax. Let's fucking write it out, man. Write it out because I can't keep up. But it's when you kind of sit back and start to actually look at people and like study them, it's super interesting. Like the differences between us and men and women, and like you said, the hormonal imbalance that you guys have because of all the stress that you guys go through of 9 months, 10 months of carrying, delivering, still nurturing. We expect you, we expect you while you're in the hospital bed of fucking, hey, well, we got to get up and feed this. It's like we take that for granted as us being idiots, and men, and the machismo in us too is, it's instilled in us is that, all right, now we have a new member of the family. Well, we got to focus about taking care of that, and everything else is like on the back front. Yeah, that's not a good thing.
No, and thankfully, I think I lucked out with Kent because I think that me and him have just had such bad fucking trauma and past relationships with people. And I'll be real. Both my kids, well, all three of my kids are from different fathers.
Okay.
Never wanted that. I hate saying that. I've always wanted the white picket fence with the one husband, and but this is unreasonable. It's not logical. He also has his sons. All his sons are from different mothers. So when we got together, it was kind of just like, are we gonna fucking make it work or not? Like, are we gonna be in it or are we not?
Yeah.
And it's okay if you're not, but if we are, we need to fight for it. So when we finally decided to move forward with each other, and that baby was planned to the T.
Nice.
She and before we had her, we had a miscarriage.
Oh.
So that miscarriage was also very traumatic for the both of us.
Right.
But it was a struggle that I think tied us even closer together. When we had her, that's his first biological daughter, and I have two girls. I just love them, and it really made us test the waters with, like, are we gonna be in this to win it, or are we gonna very easily give up? His dad is like, I love his dad because he's the biggest asshole I think we have in our life, but I love him because he will give it to us real.
Yeah.
He tells us, you are both fucking losers if you give up on each other. You got 3 kids, you don't have anything to show for it, and you're a fucking loser, Kent, for not, making it work and fighting for it. So, and, he tells us, if you guys stick it out and you fight for each other and you choose each other, you're both winners. You both, it's a success story. So that keeps us. It's like, okay, well, we're in it. We're in it to fix it. He's, like I said, he's a little older. So, like, when he was in high school, when he did his first tour, I was in middle school.
He was in World War II.
He's a little older. He knows, a little bit more than I do. He's had a little bit more life experience, which is good. It works in our favor.
Right.
But right when we started dating and getting serious about each other, right away, he was, hey, you want to go to couples counseling? Like, even though we weren't together, he was like, let's go, because that's the intention, to make it last. We've had the same counselor.
Wow.
Through the dating process, through the marriage, through the miscarriage, through the baby, till today. We have the same counselor. So that has helped us a lot, because we still, we pray, but we don't go to church. We are looking for one that fits us. There's a lot of trauma on my side from it. So it's got to be,
Yeah, the cult will do that to you.
Yes. So he's worked with me, but we still have God in the middle of everything. And we can't do it without him. We have our counselor that helps us hash out, differences that we might have and talk about trauma that we've had in the past.
Right.
He's gotten a lot better at communicating, because guys just suck at communicating.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
That's why I have a podcast.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we do. We do.
So all of these things
Yeah.
have made us as successful as we are, but we've had our
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think nobody has it perfect, right? Even the
Yeah.
perfect, and even when you do, because I know like everybody's like, oh, you know, you have this. You shouldn't be cheating on her because she's so beautiful. It's like, well, dude, I mean, when Pamela Anderson was the hottest thing on earth, that dude Tommy was banging everything around her. I mean,
Yeah.
it don't fucking matter. It don't matter how hot you are. You know
The
what I mean?
Kardashians,
Oh yeah,
they
no,
get
those,
cheated
but
on.
they're the devils though. They deserve that. They are the fucking
deserve it?
devils. Yeah, I don't. They're all fucking. The whole family. Fuck them. they are the devil's work.
I like the guy Scott Disick, or the one that's not blood related. He was married to one of the sisters.
Oh,
He's an asshole. He's funny. I like
that's
him.
always funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always going to be the funny asshole.
Yes.
The fact that you're not on Kardashian, because those guys have they have defeated so many people. I mean, they made Ye go crazy.
Yeah.
They've taken out so many NBA players out of their careers. They took out part Reggie Bush. There's a lot of bodies left in that fucking path.
Yeah.
And those ladies are something else. Fuck them all.
Yeah.
They're
No,
all,
but it goes to show anybody will get cheated on.
oh yeah.
Like,
Do you think it's easier for a man or a woman to cheat?
ooh, I think it's easier for a man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I think it's so much easier for a woman.
Really?
Yeah, because women get offered it at least 6 times a day from random people.
Where?
Dude, it's goes from anything from like, oh, let me get that door for you. You know, it's everywhere for us. Like if you got somebody like me, old and fat, I gotta have a hell of a personality because you just can't pull shit just to pull it.
Yeah.
Women could just turn around and be like, hey, you come here. We're like, all right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can't. If we pull something, we should get flowers because. I'm not saying we should, but I mean we should because we gotta have something to us. We can't just turn around and hit up a girl like, hey, how about me and just go back on out right now? You'd be like, ew, right?
I feel like it's harder for women because,
no.
no, I do because I feel like for most women, not all,
Mm-hmm.
but most, maybe I'm just speaking on behalf of myself, but I need like a mental connection.
Okay.
I need like you're not a complete idiot,
Right.
You know, men
Right.
kind of just seem like they could get it up for anything.
No,
I don't know.
it depends on the dude. There are some guys that are taking some grenades.
Yeah. I haven't heard that term since Jersey
Yeah,
Shore.
there's some guys that are just fucking laying on some few grenades that, you know, take one for the team. But there's a lot of guys like, I can't just be like, hey, dude, there's got to be something more than just looks. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when you wake up, you don't look like that. You know what I mean?
Right,
The
right.
makeup ain't there. Your fucking hair's all fucked up.
Yes.
Like, no, you don't look like that when we wake up. That's why rule number 1 is like, if you're going to go with somebody, you take them swimming the first day. That way you see everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, shit. All right. Let me see who this fucking representative is
Yes.
and who the real person is.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm an idiot. But
No, I
I'm
agree.
older too, though.
I
So
agree.
yeah, I've seen a lot of shit. But, yeah, but I think it's way easier for women to cheat than it is for a guy. Because you guys get hit on. I think I think you guys don't realize that you guys get hit on so much because it's been happening at such a young age for y'all.
Maybe. Yeah.
So that you guys are not, I want to say oblivious to it, but kind of have a blind spot for it. But I'm sure there's a lot of dudes that have been like hitting on you without you even noticing.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That's funny you say that because, yeah, I mean, even after having the baby,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why the fuck doesn't nobody hit on me anymore? It'd be nice. It'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
We went to the VA the other day because he had blood work,
Yeah.
and we were walking out, and there's all these, old men, and
Mm-hmm.
they're all in fucking wheelchairs and shit, and I'm walking out with the baby, and he's like, what, motherfucker? I'm like, who are you talking to? I looked back at my husband. I was like, who are you talking to?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that old man checked out your ass. And I'm like, why didn't I see it? I didn't get to see it.
Well, so we got an X-ray vision for that shit. We can't see when our woman is in need of love. We can't see when a woman needs us to hug or to talk. But we see when them motherfuckers are checking shit out. Trust us, we see it. And if we see it and we don't see it, we think we see it. And that's enough for us to get fucking mad. That's enough for us to go fly off that fucking handle. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
All right, so now it's going to be the point of the show where we got 10 shots, no chasers. Well, we go through. Well, hold on.
Oh God, I got nervous.
Your husband's fucking blowing up the fucking Instagram. You're fucking hearing all this shit. All right, so it's gonna be 10 shots, no chaser. The tattoo honey edition. As everybody knows, 10 random questions to come out. First thing that comes to your mind, spit it out, and then we'll go from there. Some of these are just stupid. Some of these are intentional. So these are a little bit everywhere.
Okay.
Okay. What's something people assume about female tattoo artists that is completely wrong?
That we're horse.
What pain in your life accidentally became fuel for your art?
Ooh, breakups, divorces.
Okay.
Yeah.
If your baby grows up and says, I want 0 tattoos, what's your first dramatic reaction?
Oh, that's fucking bullshit. That's so disappointing. You fucking nerd.
You fucking nerd.
You prick.
Which tattoo trend deserves jail time?
Tribal.
Tribal?
Tribal.
Oh, well, say bye to hubby. he doing 10 to 20 now. What do you carry silently that people around you never notice?
Ooh, I have a lot of hidden tattoos.
Okay.
Extremely painful.
Ooh.
But I just got them just to fucking get them.
Ooh, on those specific spots or just?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My whole stomach is tattooed.
Ow.
Yeah.
Which is the most painful tattoo
The
spot?
sternum, right below the ribs.
Ooh. Yeah.
that was
No,
bad.
I can't. I'd cry. Has motherhood healed something in you or exposed something deeper?
I think it's healed something in me. I definitely try to, and no offense to my mom, I love my mama.
Mm-hmm.
I love my mama, but I try to be a better mom.
Okay.
And that has exposed that there's a lot of stuff that I don't want my kids to carry. I don't want my kids to deal with,
Right.
fucking mental health issues. And I want them to have a better grip on life by
Yeah.
the time they're my age.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you hope? Oh, funny enough. What do you hope your child never has to struggle with the way you did?
Mental health issues. Yeah. And I don't want them to keep jumping from partner to partner. I want them to find or know what they're looking for the first time around.
Do you think that's possible in this day and age?
I don't know. I'm so scared for them.
Because nowadays nobody fights. So, like I know when my grandma and grandpa were around, they're together for 60 years. I swear they hated each other.
Yeah.
Oh, but they couldn't stand each other, but they wouldn't fucking leave each. Like they would fucking talk shit all day to each other.
I know.
But they're like, but I love that fucking woman.
Yeah.
You don't ever hear about that shit now.
Mm-mm.
Now you have fucking socks that you leave on the floor. It's like, you know what? I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
what
so
the fuck?
easy to up and leave.
Yeah. I don't know why that is. I don't know. We got to keep people broke.
Yeah.
We got to keep these people broke. All right. Well, what tattoo tells you the most about a person before they even speak?
If they're on their face.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
That they're wild and impulsive and you don't think. And I mean, if you have a lot of tattoos and you kind of earned the face, so to speak, it's a little different.
Okay.
And if your profession is like in the field of something accepting, it's different. But I think if you're just only tattooed on the face and you're bare, it's like, come on, the fuck on. Yeah.
What's one thing outsiders never understand about tattoo culture?
Ooh. How much respect is in it, I think. How much, like, we had to... There's a lot of fight. There's a lot of resilience that somebody had to have, having as many years out. And, if somebody tells me they've been tattooing 10 years, I'm like, damn, that's a long time,
Yeah.
for you to be committed to something like that. It's, a little bit about the game.
Right.
It's a respect thing. There's a lot of, respect and just like, for example, somebody can't come and tell you, hey, can you finish the work that your coworker did? Or, you know what I mean? Just little things like that, respect based.
Okay. What separates a tattoo artist from someone who only knows how to tattoo?
I think for me, is definitely different. 'Cause like I said, you can have like a tattoo artist for me is somebody who knows how to deal with people nicely, kindly, be empathetic, really hear, what they're saying, read body language, read social cues, stuff like that. Some people don't have that, unfortunately. What I've always seen is people will, You can have subpar work.
Mm-hmm.
You can even have mediocre work. But if you have a nice experience that person enjoyed, they laughed, they felt comfortable, they felt welcomed, they're probably going to come back to you.
Okay.
You can have somebody who has exceptional work and beautiful, beautiful tattoo
Mm-hmm.
skills. But if they're a fucking dick,
Yeah.
I'm not going to go back.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair enough. So the bonus question for this one, I need you to close your eyes and think.
Okay.
Okay. So when your studio finally opens and you're alone inside for the first time, what are you feeling?
Like joy. A lot of like victory because it's taken a long time.
Beautiful. 10 shots, no chaser, the Tattoo Honey edition. And one super bonus question. Why should people go and get tatted by you?
I just want to offer you comfort. I just want to offer a safe space. I want to offer something different, more elevated, very intentional. That's an important word. Very intentional. Very, I'm not going to be doing Friday the 13th little tattoos. I want for what you get to mean something. I want it to mark you and mark not just your skin, but your soul. I want it to be something that was very meaningfully carried by you.
Beautiful. So what, Honey and Myrrh coming soon. If people want to find out more about you, find out more about Honey and Myrrh, where can they get that information from?
Right now from my tattoo page, my Instagram page, which is the Tattoo Honey. Yeah. From there, everything else will grow.
Everything else will grow from there. All right. So is that the only one? Is that the only place you're at? Or are you also on TikTok and what is it, Facebook or MySpace or whatever the fuck they are?
No, I need to, but that's all I got right now.
You have to create a TikTok, especially for the shop, just to do when you guys have downtime to do stupid little whatever they act out or whatever, just to get people out there. Especially if you're gonna start getting the younger crowd, we gotta dumb it down.
Yeah, I'm the MySpace era.
Yeah, I never had a MySpace. I never dealt with. As a matter of fact, I think we have a Facebook for the podcast. I just don't know how
You're
to use
unaware?
it. Yeah, we don't know how to use it. I don't think we ever updated it or but we had one. But yeah, I never use that shit. And as it is, the only time I use the Instagram was when I'm doing something for the pod. Other than that, I'm just like, dude, I don't want to fucking know.
Social media is a devil.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Like I said, if the way I see it, because everybody always has an opinion about something good, bad, or the other. I'm like, dude, if you don't know my number, dude, then I don't give a fuck about what you think. That shit don't have. Yeah. If we get on that level, it is what it is. But
agree.
The Tattoo Honey. Any last words before we call it quits?
No, I appreciate you a lot.
Hey, we appreciate you. We can't wait to go see the successes coming through for Honey and Myrrh. I'm still trying to get it right. Honey and Myrrh Collective.
Yes.
All right. Why the hell did this? Crazy. Honey and Myrrh Collective coming soon. Hopefully, beginning of May. Make sure you go out there under the Tattoo Honey on Instagram. Follow, like, get ready to get that experience. Get ready to go into a nice place where you're accepted, judgment free, and you get to have your say so and connect more than just a customer artist ability. You're able to connect on a different plane, which is at the end of the day, which is what we all should strive for.
Yeah.
So until next time, guys, don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.